Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. It's an off the cuff video, guys. What that means is I record and upload. There is no fancy editing skills. You won't see my intros and build at the beginning. I do have a transition button, so if there's noise outside of my control, I can wait for it to stop, pause, wait for it to stop and carry on. These weekly Wednesdays essentially are Q&A. You guys ask me questions, I answer them. They're primarily model focused, of which it's primarily 40k stuff. There is terrain questions from time to time. There is some general information about myself and what's happening in the workshop. We have a weekly vote where I show you a host of models and you guys vote on what you want me to paint for Monday's painting video. So with that done, that said, the intro, Monday's painting video. I've just been so pressed for time. Not only that, I've bit off more than I can chew on this model. Mostly pressed for time, but the banner itself, I've spent about 3 hours or so on it already, and there's probably another 3 or 4 hours left on it to do it justice. So that was meant to be finished today, but there was a lot of running around I had to do today, driving around and stuff like that. So by the time I actually got back here, I sat down to start doing it, I had like an hour before I had to go and get a little one. Then you go back off somewhere else. So it just put everything, it was annoyance. But the little guy is normally nearly done. It's got a few more colours, but the sister's pretty much done. It's just the banner is just so detailed. Actually, I'd say probably there's another 3 hours left on that, at least. So there's a game tomorrow. Mark's coming for a game tomorrow. So I've still got to clear up this table, but he's coming in for a game tomorrow. So they hopefully, I'm going to try and do some more on it tonight, but hopefully that'll be finished on Friday. So from now on, it's going to be the Monday painting video, but if I'm pressed on time, or if I'm disturbed, or I've got errands to run, or there's technical issues, it will go up some point in that week. Okay, I'll try for the Tuesday, but if not, I'll try for the Monday, but if not, go for the Tuesday, or maybe, the Thursday, something like that. But, there's still vote as normal, guys. It just, when you see what I've done on this, I'm not going to show you sneaky peek now, but when I show you what I've done on this, you are going to say it's worth the wait. It's absolutely fantastic. What's that? Someone's going to step in. Okay. How often do you play games of 40k on camera versus off the camera? Now, me and Mark play a game probably once a week. Now, the last few weeks there's been stuff going on, both ends that we can't get a game on, which is unfortunate. But we've got a game in tomorrow. Mark's list is a tasty list. Space Wolves. There's a lot of Terminators there. A lot of Terminators, absolutely shocking amount. I think there's 2 10-man squads of Terminators, some characters to go in them, and I think there's 2 Ballista Dreads, I think. And I'm bringing Necrons to the table. Just Shoal Shatter detachment. So it's going to be, I get assault on my vehicles, and I get +1 to hit when I'm shooting at an enemy unit on an objective. So should be okay. I think that detachment is the one I've almost won 2 games with him against. So okay, so and yeah, we try and do that. I have Jack and Aiden come up. It's meant to be every 2 weeks. There's been a lot of stuff going on their end, so they've not been able to come over. I think for like 2 or 3 months now. But their game that we usually play, I want to film it, but because they're still learning basics, and it's a 3-way game, so we have like 1,500 points each. So there's a lot of movement, a lot of stuff going on. We end up running out of time usually. So I'm trying to get with them so that we can shave it right down in time wise, so I can film. Because if we're playing say 4 hours, 5 hours, you've got to add another half an hour to an hour on top for filming. So it is you know, where are we? I asked this a long time ago, but you have built so many models since then. What is your favourite model to build to date and why? I would say I enjoyed building the orcs. I think the orc stuff is actually very, very easy to build. And someone's going to scream, you haven't built a Stomper yet on the big things. I know, but they're pretty good. But Abaddon is still the favourite to build. He's the simplest model to build. He's literally, and it's a joy to build. You put his body together, and the way a Space Marine would look outside of his armour, that is how he looks. And then each piece of armour has little pins in the holes that just slot in perfectly where it should be. He's just such a joy to build, but to say the orcs are actually a joy to build as well. Very, very handy. So I would still go with Abaddon. I think he's actually brilliant. Yeah, but the orcs are close behind because the orcs are very good, very nice, very easy to build, especially for new players. Do you think there will be a Demon Codex in 11th edition? I would like there to be. There's so much they can do with the Demon Army. I genuinely think this edition they've just said, okay, we're not going to do demons, but we're going to break them up into the different legions, and we're going to save that for 11th edition. We're going to see how it looks for the legions. If it's used, if it's popular, then we might leave it like that. If not, we'll go back to Demon Codex. I 100% think there'll be Demon Codex. 100%. I think there'll be new sculpts. I think there'll be they'll go over the top of it. I'm hoping as well. So, do you ever do Let's Builds on AOS stuff or paint AOS stuff? I don't, but I should. Some of the models are actually brilliant to look at, brilliant to paint. But when I go to get anything, it's like, okay, what do I need for my Necrons? This. What do I need for the Orcs? What do I need for the Tyranids? This. What do I need for this? What do I need for that? So unfortunately, I don't look at the AOS stuff, but I should. I do have fantasy stuff to still to paint, but with the fantasy stuff to build, it's literally body, legs, arms, head, and then armor pieces, shoulder pads, and one arm has a weapon, one arm could be like this. You put the shield onto it. There's no point showing you how to build the multi-part plastic unit, guys. But yeah, but I do want to paint some AOS stuff. I look at it and I go, look at that. I could really go to town on those wings. I could really go to town on that type of model. Trolls, for example. I've got my chaos stuff that's painted. It's just amazing. And I know if I'd done some of the Let's Builds on the newer models, chaos trolls and ogres and whatever else, and then painted them up, they'd be amazing. But it's just, so when I go to buy stuff, it's 40k, 40k, 40k every single time, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm going to bring it down now and straight to vote. Before I do, guys, I want to apologise that I haven't finished said gal. That was a sneaky peek, by the way, because I said it's a lot to do on it, and I've had a lot of stuff going on here which has just put me back. Most of it is not even my fault, but it's yes, that's her talking to the kitten, and she knows I'm filming. Yeah, so Monday painting video is still the Monday painting video in terms of what the vote is, but if I bite off more than I can chew, if I have a technical issue, or if I'm disturbed and I'm not left alone to do it, then it'll be Tuesday or some point during the week, not Wednesday, because Wednesday's for this. It's frustrating for me because I want to get more videos up every day, but I'm going to get more videos up every week, so I say, one a day. That's what I'm aiming for. And the other thing as well is, last week was Little Shim's anniversary, so the Monday I did do a paint video because I was in the mood. And it's sort of like been a knock-on effect across the week for me. But I sort of got out of it with this one now, the sisters, but it's just that there's too much detail now. Those of you that have built this model and have this model and paint this model, you know what I'm saying. The detail on the front, I'm not even going to show you the front, the detail on the front is outstanding. But anyway, I'm going to bring you down and show you the vote now for Monday's painting video. And what is the vote and how does it work? I'll show you a host of models, and you guys vote on what you want me to pay for on this paint video. You comment on this video saying I vote for X, Y, Z. You can vote for as much as you like, but don't say I vote for everything because it won't count. But you can say I vote for any Space Marine or any Tyranid or any Necron or any, and it will count. Now, I'm actually running down on models to swap in and swap out, which is fantastic. I still have models to paint off camera that I've already done some of the squad on camera, unfortunately, but you know, I've actually, the army of the month now, because we're in December, is actually Beastmen. There's a problem with this though, because a lot of them, they're all in the bag. A lot of them need to be repaired. So if that does win, then I'll be repairing them and sorting them out and everything else. But yeah, it's good. There's a good selection there, but I'm limited down to what I have left now. There's also a wildcard vote. What is the wildcard? You'll find out if it wins, and it's creator's choice. Now, if nobody votes, or if creator's choice wins, then it's down to me to pick what I want to paint. And that's a very difficult thing because there's a hell of a lot of things there that I want to paint. I want to paint everything, really. So I'm going to bring you down and show you. The other thing I say is, if you're not sure how to spell something, just give me a brief description of what it is, because it is, you know, some of them have really crazy names. But anyway, I'm going to bring you down and show you now, guys. Right, so Chaos Legionaries, we have Carnal Betrayer, we have the Stone Guard from 10th edition Leviathan Mox. We have the Helions, which I forgot I had there. I even sprayed them, yeah. We've got these annoying guys, the Berserks from the Leagues of Voltan. Captain Zemo, Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have Spider-Man from Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have the Chaos Warriors Mark of Nogel, Old Fantasy. We have the Infernos Sergeant from the Combat Patrol magazine, Special Edition 1, but I'm going to use him as a Lieutenant with Combat Weapon. We have the Assault Intercessors. We have Mocha Red. Super Scorpion is still there. We have the Corn Demon Prince. The Deathcopters. And we have the Wizards. And in this bag is Beastmen. You can see how many Beastmen are in there. Just look at them. See, there's that guy's there missing the arm. You know, there's so many. Actually, that hand there is actually a metal Minotaur Lord, I do believe. But there's Gores, Ungors. I think there's Bestigors in there as well. There's Minotaurs. There's literally so much stuff in there. I can see another Minotaur there. Look. Big silver thing. I'm not focusing because it's too dark. But yeah. And one last thing before I go. Let's build SP200. I asked you guys, you know, what do you want me to build on that? And a lot of you, well, a few of you have said to me, Mortarion. So I'm going to start looking to get him. Could be a couple of weeks before I get him, but I'm going to start looking to get him. And in the meantime, if other people can start coming on saying, right, well, actually, I'd like to see this guy, or I'd like to see this model built, and you know, let's build 200. Then I'll have a look and go, okay, what models have been asked to be built for episode 200, and then make a decision which one to do. But Mortarion is a very good choice, very, very good choice. So, you know, if you have an opinion, what you want me to paint, what you want to build, sorry, for episode 200 of Let's Build, chuck it below as always, guys. You do your vote, chuck comments below as always. I'll look at it at midday on a Saturday, so those of you that are behind me in time will be able to vote on what you want to vote on. If you're new to the channel, see this for the first time, hit the subscribe button because it costs you nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so that triggers YouTube shares video and more people, which makes this incredible community of you guys grow even more. If you want to support the channel even further, there's a join button below. Click on that and become a member of the channel. There are different tiers with different perks, and I appreciate every single one of you that becomes a member of the channel because it helps me out greatly. So guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, hit the buttons for me. Don't forget to vote.